and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today it's gonna be about survival straws, but not the standard ones. This is about really thick ones that are made for bubble tea, and what we're going to do is we put in a sewing kit, so stay tuned. Okay, here's what you need. First off, you need some kind of big straw. This one is made for bubble tea and has a diameter of 10 millimeters. Then I want to put in these big needles, 2 of them, and the reason for that is because one of them has a slightly bent tip and is a lot sharper than the other, so that's more for the finer rough work, you could say, and for stitching materials that you really have to pierce through that are not as loose as, for instance, this sock. And the other one is straight, but the tip is pretty blunt, so this is more for, I don't know, stitching up tarps and stuff like this. And just to test this out, I stitched up this sock that I ripped apart and worked out fine. I'm not the greatest one in doing this, but for emergency repairs it will get the job done. And then of course you need some kind of cordage. This happens to be standard packing cordage from the dollar store, 100 meters for €1, so that's pretty cheap. You will need some kind of cutting tool like the Mora. You will need a lighter and a multi-tool, or just some needle nose pliers and a scissors. Okay, and real quick, but only as a side note, this is the watertight container that I carry that has my normal survival straws in it. The red ones contain aspirin complex, which is a painkiller and also helps up curing fevers and stuff like this. And the blue ones contain hand sanitizer, which of course kills bacteria of all kinds, helps you stay healthy, and of course also is very good for fire starting, all in this little container. Okay, but now we get to the project. So I'm just going to cut off or fumble off this rope that I got here for demonstration purposes. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it off. Like so. Okay, I don't know how much cordage we'll be able to fit in, so I will take these 2 needles just to see how much space we have left. Put them in the straw, so there's still plenty of room left. So get some cordage. Don't know, just a decent amount. And I think the needle we're going to use most is the one with this slightly bent tip, because that's sharper. And I'm just going to attach this directly, because if you've ever tried to get a sewing needle into action with cold fingers or under stress, I can tell you it's just a pain. So if you do that beforehand, you will fine when you really need it. Okay, should have resharpened this before, but hey, nobody's perfect. So okay, and then we're going to align this 2 and then just start wrapping this cordage around. Do it really tight so that we can fit the maximum amount of this in. You can of course use thicker material or weaker string, whatever you like. I just had this handy and it's relatively thick and strong, so it's not bad for repairs on the go. And it's also natural material only, so if you leave that behind, it's not a problem. It's just going to rot away. Okay. The only disadvantage, of course, is, as you can see, there are a lot of fibers sticking out, and sometimes these get in the way or get hung up on the material you want to sew. Okay, just make sure that you cover the tip, because I think if you no, screwed up. If you don't do this with caution, you're probably going to pierce the straw, depending on if you're carrying it in a container or not. Okay, looks good. Okay. Now what I would need is some kind of a knot, maybe. So I need a third hand. Okay, maybe I can get through the ear of the needle. No, I cannot. Come on. No. It's obviously not gonna work. This would have been too easy. Okay. Now I'm not very good at tightening any knots together. So oh my god, this is horrible. Someone needs to cut this out when editing. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I think this is gonna work, at least somehow. So we get rid of this and push all this in. Okay. Just a little bit deeper. So if we are going to cut this open, I can basically, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, I can reach in there, get the sling and pull this out without hopefully destroying the whole package, so that I still have a drinking straw available, which can be used for drinking out of rivers or whatever. And now it's the normal procedure, like with any other survival straw. You just go ahead, clamp it, and then burn off the ends. survival straw containing a fully heavy-duty sewing needle set, and if you want to use it, basically just cut off the end, pull the string, get this out, sew up whatever you need, cut the other end, and you can use your container. It's a fully functional drinking straw, and this still has a very good length to it. So at this point it's 18 centimeters, and if you cut it, it loses maybe 2 centimeters, so it's 16 centimeters left, and you could use it to drink directly out of a stream or whatever. It's pretty lightweight, so it doesn't take up much space, weight or whatever in your pack, and it's a great addition. And even if you don't use it for sewing, you can still go ahead and just grab the cordage and use that for shelter building purposes or whatever. And I don't measure it up. I should have probably done this, but as you can see, the complete outer counter layer of this, as I would tell, is gone. So, well, at least half of it, but these are at least, where do I put it, I think 4 meters or whatever of this line, and as I said before, it's pretty strong, so if you take it and pull on it, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not tested or anything, so that you have a guaranteed weight that it can hold, but doesn't matter, I think. Just for stitching up stuff, fixing your tarp, it should definitely be enough. Okay, so thanks for watching, and bye bye.